Welcome back to Great Tastes of Manitoba. That's Amore with Manitoba pork. We're going to fall in love. Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, Beverage Pairings in a moment. Susan Riese, what did we do today? Lots of stuff.
Right, we took a little tour of Italy. We started off with a delicious rich meat sauce, our pork and pancetta bolognese from our Flash in the Pan cookbook. For our second recipe, we made a quick pork parmesan, nice crispy breaded pork chops, crispy on the outside, moist on the inside, topped with a bit of marinara and blended cheese. And then we ended off with a porchetta pork roast, just full of herbs, garlic, lemon, rosemary, sage. It was just fantastic.
The recipes for this show and the complete series of Great Tastes are available on the GreatTastesMB.ca website. And one recipe from today's show will be in the classified section of the Winnipeg Free Press.
Aaron Alblas, this was all Italian-inspired cooking, of course, and you've got wine, but none of it is actually from Italy.
Yeah, you know what? It would have been the simple route to go with Italian wine. There's lots of good Italian wine out there, but yeah, it would have been a little bit too easy. So something that I wanted to do is showcase 3 wines from 3 different countries, all of which would go very well with Susan's delicious meals. First off, we have Alamos Malbec, which is from Argentina. What a lot of people don't know about Argentinian wine or about Malbec in general is it tends to be this deep, dark color, but it's actually a little softer in tannin, so it's not going to overpower the bolognese sauce. Fruity, a hint spicy. I think it would be a great accompaniment to the first dish. Second wine we're taking a trip to California. We've got Ghost Pine Chardonnay. Something that's interesting about Chardonnay, a lot of people think it's too oaky, right? Because they are going to oak barrel age or possibly oak barrel ferment this wine. But in this case, Ghost Pines has this wonderful kind of apple pear quality to it. And then you have a hint of spice and a little bit of vanilla from the oak. The idea behind this pairing is to really make that Parmesan shine. Lastly, we're going to go all the way to New Zealand. We have Whitehaven Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is a grape variety known for being lighter in body, kind of less tannin. And tannin's what can be, when you drink red wine, that stickiness in your mouth or that astringency.
Yeah.
So it also has this lovely earthiness and subtle herb and spice note to the wine. So, you go through all the trouble of making this beautiful porchetta with a lot of complexity and a lot of herbs. The idea behind the Whitehaven Pinot Noir is that it has kind of that delicate nuance, much like the food. Something else that's cool, during the show you were cooking with wine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that when you cook with wine, don't necessarily go for whatever's on the bottom shelf or has been in your cupboard for a million years. You want to have you want to cook with a wine that you want to drink. Because you've invested all this time and efforts into building these great flavors. You want the wine to have a little more high quality to it so that it can showcase the dish.
And I guess if you're, when you're cooking with any and all ingredients, you always want to use the very best that you can get, right? That makes perfect sense. Okay, fantastic. Well, we're going to assume that you nailed this, Aaron.
Thank you.
We'll have to double check in a minute. But again, thank you so much for joining us on Great Tastes of Manitoba. We love to see what you're doing at home, and sometimes things don't always go according to plan, like Susan's story about the roast. And that's okay too. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to know your experiences and how you've enjoyed the recipes that we've showcased here on the program. So make sure you join us and visit our website, GreatTastesMB.ca. Of course, Facebook and Twitter, we're everywhere, and we'd love to hear from you. We'll see you next week, Saturday night, back at it, Great Tastes of Manitoba. Thank you so much for watching.
Great Tastes of Manitoba is presented by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Tastes is brought to you by GreatTastesMB.ca. Local farms, local foods. Great Taste is sponsored by Manitoba Agriculture. Promotional consideration is provided by the Winnipeg Free Press. We're there for you. Wardrobe provided by Loca Boutique. Filmed on location at Grant Park Shopping Centre. Great Taste is produced in cooperation with participating Manitoba Commodities, Manitoba Agriculture, and Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Taste is produced by Frank Digital.